ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wow. We better get that one. Okay, so. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to assure you that everything is under control. As a matter of fact, I'm about to release my 5-minute plan to save America from itself. There's a good probability that if we hold this trajectory, we could actually screw ourselves right off this planet. Should I use the F word over there? You think for a fact? Ah, fuck it. Okay, so listen. Here's the plan. 5 steps. I thought you should. 5 steps. Number 1. The scheduled list, the federal scheduled list of narcotics. After, what, 3 weeks, Jim, to get that, okay, yeah, will be completely abolished. That's correct. I don't know what I'm going to do about the DEA. I mean, is this thing recording? So I asked all law enforcement to stand down immediately when it comes to substances, if you will. I don't do that stuff. I don't know what do you call it? Drugs? Okay. So drugs, don't be pursuing, what are they? Victimless crime, okay? No. No more of that, please. What else are we going to do? 5-step plan. Okay, anyway, that's number 1. Boom, boom, I got you, cartels. Mexico will be open for business soon. Get it? I got it. I got those guys. Oh, man, they thought they had it bad. I'll do the CIA later. I already fucking watched that space stuff. About that record request. I got you good on that one. Secret Service double down on security. Listen. Wait a minute. That's just their charter operate in America anyway. That's right. You don't operate inside the borders. I guess that's why they're in Mexico. Getting those bad guys. Listen, so what that'll do, oh, wait a minute. Let me get Pfizer in here. Okay, Pfizer. Okay, so our big pharma is going to pick up where the cartel is stopping. You get it? We're going to be the nation's, the world's pharmacy, if you will. And the tremendous financial gain we will enjoy will be passed on to its citizens and not through some funky, mechanical, human-driven contraption called social institutions like then. Okay, so they're going to be passed to you directly from the central banks. As a matter of fact, you people, you are connected to the central banks. You are, believe it. You people are so lucky to have me. And I'm so lucky to have you. I wish you would love me a little more. I don't feel the love much. I don't feel the love. As a matter of fact, I feel like people don't like me. This is one of these things that I just don't understand. Why would you not like me? Anyway, so the one punch, we make America free again. Imagine that. Substance consumption laws are poo-poo. The people that wrote that prohibition stuff after the first one created the mafia, where some really, really sadistic mofos Yeah, mofos. Yeah, so that policy, which has been kicking the poo-poo out of our minority community, will now cease. And that's a good thing. I think they've had enough. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of feeling like they've had enough of that. Yeah. Okay, we're at 1-2. I don't have any cards. This is going to be very difficult. Yes. Okay, so we got number 1. They abolish. We are now abolishing prohibition. We're prohibitioning prohibition. It's just bad practice. It asks our law enforcement to do too much, go too far, violate our trust with these stings and this, all this weird crap, you know, like sting operations. I mean, what is that? It's like, oh, okay, I'm so bored. Or things are so good. We have so much money in this police department. It's going to decide, let's just do more. More troops, more tanks, more planes, more bombs, more tubes, more troops, more breath. This is a complete disaster of an ad-lib. What? You're talking to yourself? No, no. You're just sounding like Richard Nixon. He was an idiot. He was not very good. He's very nice, very bad. Yes, did you know that Nixon, when creating the Controlled Substances Act of 1970, actually told his aide that I can't make being black illegal, but I can make the stuff they love and use illegal. Those hippies are not going to get a break either. I'm going to nail them down. Oh man, I went to that festival thing out there, man, and it was deliciously delightful, but it's man, I cannot tell. I gotta talk to somebody about that shit I got into over there. We're doing loose calls and dancing around with these things. I'm like, man, oh man. What? No, that's what Nixon was saying. I didn't say that. I wasn't saying that. I was just quoting what Nixon said. I never go to those things, whatever those things are. Some kind of cult thing. They're dancing around in the woods, making noises and sounds. You know, that one guy says had goblin vomit and goblins and Alex Jones. That's that guy. Well, he's not cool. All right, that guy's a weirdo. One of those weirdo conspiracies. All right. What are we up to? 3. All right. That will do several things for us just by becoming free. Okay, people? You're living in a fog, and I'm about to lift it. Courtesy of the new space operation, Space Force. Have Space Force dump it right now. Hey, you'll feel better in about 5 minutes. Actually, what is it? All right, yeah. 5 minutes, and you guys are going to see the reality of the situation. Unfortunately, I think you might have been under, let's just say, a new program that we've been operating under the Space Force. We've done some few experiments. And if it seems like you're living in a Twilight Zone movie, it is because you kind of are. We created something very special. And since there was no objections over the cloud seeding and nobody seemed to care about that, so we decided to go ahead and do a little the other test on you. Good citizens of the United States. And you will be seeing reality here in 5 minutes when it kicks in. It's got to kick in. So yes, we targeted the hippies with that LSD. We made that illegal, class 1, enemy of the state level substance, along with cannabis. And that's Nixon, and he got him good, I guess. But you know, I haven't changed that. Did I have that on my memo? Did I have to reschedule cannabis? I promise that. What about my the conservative base? There's a lot of people that still don't like that stuff. I do realize that it has been proven to cure cancer. I can't seem to. Oh yeah, I forgot about True. Our Canadian, our northern. Like that prime minister. He eats my lunch every time I go to see him. That little, he's just out, tries to outfox me, and he gets me every time. I told him he was insane, absolutely insane to do that with cannabis, to legalize it like that. I can't believe Canada hasn't fallen on top of itself and exploded into flames of evil, burning flames of death and destruction and mayhem and chaos. I'm surprised that it's even a democracy anymore. It has spiraled right into a communist anarchy of death and destruction. They block the border. They don't want us Americans in there, or maybe it's just me. I don't remember. Hey, you feeling different, people? Yes, that's right. Well, that one single move by making America free, turning black markets into white markets. We are now the provider of substances to the globe, and I request all countries that are under prohibition to lift it immediately. That is failed policy, and we've known that for almost 100 freaking years. We know it to be fact. We were just getting paid by the pharmaceutical companies and various other organizations to keep that policy in play, even though we knew it had racial implications. All right, that's Richard Nixon's cross to bear, I suppose. Even though he ran off and buried him. That's his deal. Not mine. Now then. Okay, so that's, and we're going to UBI. Certain central banks have told me they are tired of trying to, or actually they're just tired of watching this country get gobbled up by the representatives, which, as you know, I was never one of those before now. But boy, I really like this role now. I like to walk around and look, you know, like I'm doing things, and I am a hardworking guy. I will concede that. But I don't think all that Twitter stuff may be a good idea. But then again, everybody knows exactly what I'm thinking all the time. Sometimes more is less, they tell me, and I just don't know if I believe that. I really like the thunderous cloud of pain that I can bring with a tweet. It's like when I fart, you know, I fart, and then all of a sudden things start to happen. Really happen. So I won that one stroke. And I hear the lawyers are not too happy about this, and the criminal defense attorneys at the Bells bondsmen. Well, I'm sure will be an uproar about my move of abolishing the CSA of 1970, freeing America from a spiraling death policy. No. It's 15 minutes. Our fame's up. Sorry. Best forgot that one. It was only like one move. Was that one move? Free America? And it shall free itself, or yeah, all I know is I'm striking that policy down, and I can do it without anybody's help. It's a presidential power. Goodbye, CSA, 1970. Those drug task force had their fun, seizing shit, causing mayhem, and the police can go back to being good servants of the public and no longer enemies of its own people, which we were asking it to do by policing non or victimless crimes. When you try to police something like that, you create animosity, because you basically have to dive into people's lives and pick it apart and try and find something. Well, that we're not even finding anything except for giving you your privacy back. Let's find some respect for one another. Good day, America. Welcome back. You were sick as hell, and we were floating straight down the toilet of Turnerville. Later. Here's the turd. Watch it go. Watch it flow. Ladies and gentlemen,